You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Company. It's great to be here with you guys this wonderful afternoon. I just got back from Dreamland Comics out in Vernon Hills and stocked up for you guys. I picked up a bunch of really cool quick grabs for you guys for our restock for today. And I also want to thank everybody who showed up for last night's show. We had a killer show last night. Lorena, what's up? We got Tori in the house. We got Chris Steisko in the house. We got a room that's filling up here. So I think I'm going to start moving our Wednesday shows to afternoons now because this seems to be like a pretty consistent time. And really what I'm kind of trying to iron out, one of the things that I was able to do really well in 2024 was find that perfect time slot for the experience. And I had the least amount of cancellations on account of that. The trickiest thing for me is when things happen with conventions. So some conventions require me to travel on Wednesdays. Some conventions require me to travel on Thursdays. And that kind of hijacks my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Mondays. So that's only when I have conventions. But what I'm trying to do is find a pocket. So like, let's say if I were to go to a show on a Wednesday, I might be able to still have a show on Wednesday and not, have to worry or anything like that. Or if there is a cancellation, there's a cancellation. I mean, it just is what it is. But trying to move the schedule around to make it really work. So your feedback's important too. So if there's a time that doesn't work for you guys, I don't want you guys to have to miss out on the show. And if you do miss out on the show, just know that you guys can always go back and rewatch it and claim anything that may still be there. So just letting you guys know. Yes, Lorena is awesome. She's ready to fill a new box. You guys are all ready to fill new boxes. And I got great deals for you guys because I got a lot of stuff here that just needs to get the heck out of here so we can go out and buy more. That's the whole idea, right? All right, so here's the deal. You spend $25 with me. We're going to spin the wheel for you. At the end of the show, you're going to win something no matter what. Likely going to be a free comic. Spend $50 with me, and as long as you're located within the United States, I'm going to hook you up with free shipping. So without further ado, let's get going. So last night's show, we had pretty much sold out of all of our FOMO books except for 3. The first one is Spider-Man number 26, hologram issue here. Very early Mark Bagley Spider-Man. And I remember this issue very well when it came out. There was this guy, he had this this suit that was giving him, it put like some kind of destructible aura around him, and he was trying to get it off and causing all this trouble throughout the city. So Spider-Man was trying to stop him, but at the same time, there was something shady about the guy too. And there's a connection to Spider-Man's the burglar who killed Uncle Ben. Here's another cool thing about this issue. This cool fold out here. This one's done by Ron Lim. It's got Silver Surfer, Spidey, and Cap in there. Every single one of these milestone 30th anniversary issues had one of these cool pinups. The best one, in all honesty, is the one that was in the Spectacular Spider-Man one. It was a Charles Vess image, and it was Spider-Man chasing the Hobgoblin. It's really, really good. But I really love Mark Bagley's artwork here. This was just a really good issue. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, okay, this was Tom DeFalco and Ron Frenz and Mark Bagley on plot, pencils, and script. So Ron Frenz and Mark Bagley were working on this. And hey, Renee Witterstatter was doing the colors on this. I just ran into Renee a couple weeks ago over at Fan Expo in New Orleans. All right, so Spider-Man 26 is going to go for $10 today. $10 on this. Phil, what's up, man? How you doing? So I finally got in touch with the rep over at Fan Expo regarding MegaCon. I got him on the phone this morning. So big shout out to Roberto Santiago for suggesting that. And the gentleman told me that all the space is sold out right now. So the only way I could potentially get in is if there's a last minute cancellation. And I also want to make a big shout out to Victor Dandridge, another creator. He nudged him for me. Victor and I go back a ways. And I remember when Victor was just selling 8-bit prints that he created, and now he's like basically doing all this stuff, like interviewing celebrities and everything, and signing an exclusive deal with Fan Expo. So he went out of his way to nudge the rep for me, and I really appreciated that. So big shout out to Victor Dandridge for that. So anyway, he basically told me if anything opens up last minute, I'll put you on a short list. And so, he told me to get on the waiting list. So I went home and I did that. And then I messaged him and thanked him for, taking my call and just letting him know, like, hey, if I can get into the show, I'll make it the best freaking show ever. I'll show what would be awesome is if I got everybody into like an auditorium and I got to show them the RoboCop versus Quiet on Set video. What's everybody think of that? What do y'all think? You can see it live in person, and I'll be there to like give you a middle finger at the end of the video. I want to hear Lorena's opinion and Tori's opinion on this, because I know how much they love that video. And no, I'm not going to air it today. What's up, Joe Hardy? How you doing? All right, next book I have here is RoboCop #9 from Avatar Press. This is Frank Miller RoboCop. And this is basically kind of like a grittier version of RoboCop 2. And different characters and everything, but it's pretty cool. I liked it. And for those of you who don't know, Frank Miller, I believe, wrote and starred in RoboCop 2. This is going to go for $5 today. So 5 on this. And then I have X-Force #1. This one is not in the poly bag, does not have the trading card. It's just the book, and it's going to go for just $2. What's a lower rack book doing or a $2 book doing on the lower rack? Your guess is as good as mine. I was going to put it up for $3. Now I'm just doing it for $2. And here's the nice thing about this book. If you have one that's sealed, like a sealed version of it, you can get the open one now for $2 and have an open one that you can read. So that's the whole idea. That's my thinking right there. That video makes you sad. All right, I have Vampirella #666. This is going to go for $5. X-Force is going off to Lorena. All right, I have Vampirella 666 going for, what was I going to do it for? $5. All right, Joe Hardy's cleaning it. What the heck is going on here? Okay, Vampirella and X-Force. All right, next book I have here is awesome. Ultimates #4. We got a variant edition here. This is a really, really good comic. I absolutely love this. Missed you too, Joe Hardy. So what happens here is we learn the story of how the maker created this ultimate version of Dr. Doom, who's actually Reed Richards. And it is a great one-shot story. Like, even if you haven't been following all the Ultimates books so far, I would actually say every single one of them feels like a one-shot story. It's part of a bigger continuum, but every single issue feels like this is a solid contained story. This is really the chef's kiss of the series so far. This is what got me on board with the series, was this particular issue. And the way it was promoted was it was trying to explain how there was some connection to explain how Robert Downey Jr. could become Dr. Doom. But, it's been confirmed by Marvel that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Von Doom. He's not playing Tony Stark turning into into Dr. Doom. He is Victor Von Doom. So we are getting a Victor Von Doom here. But the maker is a very interesting character. And I think that Jonathan Hickman has done an incredible job of using this character. So I've been really kind of exploring the Hickman verse of comics of Marvel. And it really kind of starts back at his Fantastic Four run, where he introduces the the Council of Reeds, which is kind of where the Maker kind of comes from. But the Maker has a pretty big role in the Secret Wars story, which is the convergence of the Ultimate and the Earth 616 universes. And it was after that point that they decided to place the Maker in the jail, and that's the the Illuminati did that. But eventually, the Maker, he escapes that prison and he builds a new world. And in this world, he basically changes everything up and prevents certain things from happening. And this is how this is a small piece of how Reed Richards becomes Dr. Doom. You have to read the book to see it. It's actually a very tragic inward story when you read it. But this stuff's all really important. And I feel like you have to really appreciate what Hickman is doing most of the time when he's taking on these characters. It's almost like he's telling his own separate story that, even though it is a part of continuity, is still very much its own thing, and it's genius. It's just absolutely genius. I love his usage of the Maker as a character. It's really, really awesome. So let me just check it out real quick. I just want to know what the value of that book is, because it's been a while since I looked at it. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. All right, I'm going to do this one for $8 today. So $8 on this. $8 on Ultimates number 4 for this really cool, awesome variant. And it is a key book because you do get the origin of Reed Richards' Dr. Doom of the Ultimate Universe. That book is going to matter at some point. Strange number 1, we got an Archer variant here. This is the first time we're seeing Clea Strange as the Sorcerer Supreme, or Sorceress Supreme, whatever you want to call her. But this is a really great series. It's 10 issues. I have the whole thing. I absolutely love this series. This is one of my favorite 10-issue runs. I really like Clea Strange taking on the role of Sorcerer Supreme, and she's on the warpath. She wants to find her husband, and she's ready to pry him from the clutches of death. And she declares herself the warlord of New York, and gets into all kinds of trouble. And she will go through heaven and hell in order to get her husband back. That is her ambition. This is some good stuff here. I'm going to do this issue 1 here for $5 today. I'll tell you right now, when this book first came out, this was a really hot cover. I was selling these at $15 a pop. I bought a whole bunch of them because that was a big deal when it came out. And they even introduced her into the MCU. I think, not Ashley Judd. Who's the other chick? What was her name? What's her name? Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron is playing Clea Strange. She's at the end of Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. Star Wars 82. It's going to go for $5. $5 for Star Wars 82. There's a samurai! Samurai! Ha! $5 on this. Was that a good pitch, guys? Scale 1 to 10. How good was that pitch? All right, Spider-Woman number 9. Spider-Woman number 9 is going to go for $5. Spider-Woman 9, $5 on this. First ongoing newsstand copy. Alien Romulus number 1. This is a sort of like a prequel to the movie Alien Romulus. So if you're going to see Alien Romulus, or you have seen Alien Romulus, this is what takes place right before the movie. It's a cool variant. It's got a $5 price tag on it. I'll do it for $4 if you want it. $4. And it's yours. Sensational Spider-Man number 1, giant size special. Look at that gorgeous cover. Really, really cool lenticular here. Lenticular effect by Dan Jurgens and Klaus Janson. The legend begins anew. This is the first issue of Ben Reilly as Spidey, and this is going to go for $5. Alien off to Lorena. Lorena, you're going to have to let me know what you think of this. I actually really like the Alien Romulus. I thought it was the best Alien movie I've seen in a long time. I mean, I liked Covenant. So I liked Alien. Aliens is my favorite Alien movie of all time. And so I would rank it this way: Alien, I would actually say Romulus, Prometheus, Covenant. That's my 5. 3 and 4. I could do away with those films. I don't need Resurrection or Alien 3. I watched Alien 3. I tried Alien 3. I gave it an honest go. I know Jen King was a big fan of what's his face's performance in it. What's his face? Charles Dance's performance in it, and he was great. He was good, but not enough to save the movie. The movie's plot is what kind of killed it for me. Yeah, Alien 3 was just not good. Okay, Joe calls Spidey. That Spidey cover is badass, dude. I really love this. So cool. I think I had one that was signed by Dan Jurgens at one point. I love Covenant and Prometheus. I'll tell you what I really like. I love David as a character. I wish they would come back and explore him again because he's interesting. I actually really liked the android in Romulus. He was awesome. That was great. That was such a good performance. Amazon #1, Storm and Wonder Woman in one body. An amalgamation. In fact, it's part of the line called Amalgam Comics. It's done by John Byrne and Terry Austin. This is going to go for $3. Had it at $5, knocking it down to $3. Mike Collins. Oh, there's a face I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. I have Back to the Future #1, subcover A. It's the subscription cover. This is going to go for $5. $5 on this. I have America Chavez #2, part of her first ongoing. This is going to go for $5 for America #2. And then I have Absolute Power #1. This is a 4-part series by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. It was DC's major event from last year. The artwork in here is sensational. What's basically happened is Amanda Waller has consolidated her power. She now has Failsafe and a version of Brainiac and all these other androids and Green Arrow on her team. And their job is to take down all the superheroes, and they basically get them all, force them all into hiding. So now the superheroes have to fight back against Amanda Waller and her forces. Artwork by Dan Mora is fantastic. You can never go wrong with a story by Mark Waid. This is going to go for just $5 today. $5 on Absolute Power #1. Okay. For the top, I have something new that I think you guys will appreciate. King Arthur #1, #2, and #3. Apparently this was based on a TV show. And I'm going to do all 3 issues today for just $10 for King Arthur. Issues 1, 2, and 3 are going to go for $10. As seen on TV, King Arthur 1, 2, and 3. And then I have another series here that I've been trying to sell for a while. This one needs a home. I have Flex Mentallo #1, #2, #3, and #4. This is by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. I have a $75 price tag on this because I'm into this for $65, but I'll take a best offer on it because it's got to find a home. So $75 or best offer. Let's try and find this a home. And then finally, I have the Defenders, number 58, number 59, and number 60. This is all making up an arc that features the Blue Oyster Cult, I believe. And this was written by David Anthony Kraft, my co-writer on Eastern Shin. These are all newsstand copies of the book. Normally it'd be $30 for this entire set because I would do 10, 10, and 10. But I'm going to knock the price down to 20. So we'll do it at 20. All three for 20. Let me know if you're interested. Defenders 58 through 60. I'm going to fill up the bottom rack with a couple more books here. See what I can find here. All right, hang on. 3. I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 65. That's going to go for $5. Supergirl number 1. So FOMO book from last week. It's going to go for $5. Amazing Spider-Man 944. Look at this gorgeous cover here. I believe that's Ed McGuinness. If I'm not mistaken, that's Ed McGuinness on the cover. Spidey and Green Goblin fighting. That's $5 on that. It's a double-sized book. And then I have Spawn number 3 going for $5. Some cool books over here. And now, without further ado, we have $2 comics that I'm going to be busting out again. This is a collection I picked up from Dreamland Comics in Libertyville, Illinois. Great shop. Charlie, the owner, is a really great guy. Always cuts me in on great deals. If you come by Chicago anytime and you're in the suburbs, go check out his shop. Great shop. The Defenders, let's take a look. Roberto, I'm going to say these are fine to very fine. I don't see any ticks. And typically when you have like covers with black on them, you would see them, and those usually don't take it. I mean, there's like some tiny ticks up here, but you're probably looking at, I want to say maybe a 7, and maybe if you pressed and cleaned it, you might get like a 7.5 or an 8 on some of these. So I'm not sure, but I have a price tag of $10 a piece on all of them. I'm just doing it all as a set for 20 because it's just been sitting in inventory for too long. I got to move it, All right. Now, let's start looking into the $2 books. Lots of cool releases this week. I'm actually looking forward to spending the evening reading some comics. Got a new issue of Iron Man that came out this week. Ultimate Spider-Man 13, I got that yesterday. That turned out awesome. I love Ultimate Spider-Man. It's the best book that's coming out right now. Need to read the latest Amazing Spider-Man. If you guys have heard my commentary on Amazing Spider-Man lately, it's been pretty existential lately. So I'm looking forward to, see where it's going. I would say like existential, borderline nihilist. It's like it's pretty out there. But I've been enjoying it for what it is. So I mean, it's not like a Spider-Man story that will be that I'll always look to, but it hasn't been bad. What else came out this week? Superman came out this week. Dan Moore is illustrating that. Absolute Wonder Woman and New Uncanny X-Men. Oh yeah, Wolverine Revenge number 4. It's also by Hickman and Greg Capullo doing a Wolverine story. All right, so $2 books. I have Dark Crisis Big Bang number 1. It's a one-shot going for $2. Captain America 26 going for $2. If I had to have a hunch on anything, I would say that Ed Brubaker's Captain America is the most relevant to Captain America in terms of seeing stuff, coming onto the big screen. because it is just such a stellar run. This is going to go for $2. Captain America 6 is going to go for $2. Part of it's same writer, but just a different run, different series. Chris Nash is itching for some Flash. Unfortunately, I have 0 Flash books today. I didn't find anything. I think you guys are all flashed out for the minute. But I do have some Buffy. I have Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. I would so marry Sarah Michelle Gellar. This could go for $10. Sarah Michelle Gellar, if you're watching this show right now, which you're probably not, I just want to tell you, I love you. I love you so much. I'd be so good to you every day. I'd make you make me a sandwich, and I would also make me some coffee. I'd make me run these shows so I don't have to do this, so I could just sit off in the corner and just like look at you and appreciate your beauty. Call me. Call me. What do you guys think? I really hope she sees me. I really hope she sees this. Yeah, that run does rule. I agree with you, Tori. That is some good stuff. Vampirella Red Sonja number 8, $2 on this. Racer X. Now, here's the thing. All right, it's one thing to have a racer, but a racer who's a black belt and a karate gi, all right, that is just like, forget about it. That's a deal right there. That's $2 on that. Bentley! Bentley! I hear him moving around up there, so I see if he'll come downstairs. Bentley! Come here, puppy! Bentley! Night Thrasher number 2. It's gonna go for $2. He's not going anywhere. He's out. He's out cold. If I had a snack or something, his ass would be here in like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right, Captain America and the Mighty Avengers number 6 is going to go for $2. Amazing Spider-Man 276. This one has water damage, but Amazing Spider-Man 276, kind of like a key-ish issue, going for $2. You can't go wrong with that. That's a steal. Batman Gotham Knights number 18 is $2. Here's a cool one I found. Some 90s excitement for you guys. Doc Samson number 1, number 2, number 3. Punisher with the ponytail. He kind of looks like Tom Hutchinson here, doesn't he? Tom Hutchinson Punisher. And Doc Samson number 4. That's going to go for $8. That is totally Tom Hutchinson Punisher. He punishes you for liking bad movies. Or anything else that sucks. All right, I have Blackest Night JSA number 1. That's going to go for $2. Hulk Thing Hard Knocks number 1. This is by Jay Lee. And I think Bruce Jones wrote this. Yep, Bruce Jones. This is really cool. Bruce Jones wrote a lot of Hulk. Number 2 and number 3. You can do all 3 of these at $6. Bentley! Come here, dog! Come here, dog! Bentley! God, he's such a jerk. Normally he comes like right here. Like right away. He knows I'm on the air right now. I think he doesn't like that I exploit him on the internet. World's Finest, book 6. This is going to go for $2. I have a Punisher run here. Now this is clean shaven, okay? This isn't ponytail Punisher here. But he is fighting Doom. Punisher 29, number 30, Number 31. Oh, he's got a beard here. Holy crap, he's got a beard. Number 32. Number 33. And number 35. That is going to go for $2, $4, $6, $12 for these Punishers. Okay, whole thing is off to Arena. X-Men number 37. This is part of the Phalanx Covenant, issue 4. It's got a foil effect on there. There's a new issue of Wolverine that ties into this too that I had. That's going to go for just $2 right now. Bentley! 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 Come here, dog! Bentley! He is so purposely not coming downstairs. He's such an asshole. What a jerk. Funny dog. All right, I have lots of Conan coming up. So if you're a Conan fan, this is the show for you. Conan the Adventurer, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. I'm going to do all of these issues here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'll do them all for $15 if you want them. 15 on all the Conans. And then I have Conan versus Ruin, number 1, number 4, and number 5. That's going to go for 6. 6 on this. On another issue of Vampirella Red Sonja. This is number 6. Looks like a cosplay cover. $2 on that. You get 6 and 8 at 4. Let's find this off to look. This is a cool pickup here. Star Wars Vader's Quest, number 4 of 4. $2 on this. Immortal Red Sonja, number 3. $2 on this. Oh, this next series is really good. I have the perfect jump on points for it. Uncanny Avengers, number 1 and number 5. So 1 is the jump on point, but this is really cool because what happened here is after the events of AVX, the Humans and Mutants wanted to create a team where they could, improve the relationship between humans and mutants. So Captain America and Wolverine are kind of like the leaders of this team. And it's written by Rick Remender, illustrated by John Cassaday. This is some really great Cassaday work here. And it's a really solid Avengers book. I really, really loved Uncanny Avengers. Some really good stuff here. I'm going to do issues 1 and 5 today for just $4. I'm very tempted to just keep it and start building out my Uncanny Avengers one. How many issues was this? Let's find out real quick. See how many issues there were. Let's see. Oh, wow. There was like a whole bunch of... This ran on for a while. How many issues? No. There we go. Let's see. Nope, that was also not it, is it? Oh, yeah, hold on. The first volume ran for 25 issues. It's a hell of a run. Hell of a run. All right, Ultra number 2. Number 3 are going to go for $4 for Ultra. It's by the Luna Brothers. They did a Spider-Woman miniseries. This is really good. This is going to go for just $4 right now for Ultra, number 2 and 3. Hellblazer, Dead in America, number 6 and number 7 are going to go for $4. I really wish Sarah Michelle Gellar was watching this, because I already professed my love to her. You guys didn't say anything about it at all. I'm really kind of upset. I'm thinking I'm not trying hard enough. All right. I thought about it. Sarah, you are the most beautiful woman ever. It would make me so happy to make you happy by having you clean my floors and wash my dishes and make my bed every day. What do you think? Do you think that that's a good way to profess my love to her? Do you think I'm reaching her spirit? No? I'm assuming your silence tells me I'm not. I need to try harder. Sarah, if you don't call me, I'm going to punch you in the throat. That wins them over every time. When you use violence, that's the ladies like that. Actually, you don't, guys, so don't do that. Why would you do that? Ladies, you don't use violence either. I actually think women are far more violent than men could ever be. Yeah, I'm trying the a-hole approach. I thought that's what women want. They want the guy who's going to be the jerk. Oh, I'm punching way below my low. She's so below my weight class, I can't even punch her. I have to kick her because she's real short too, isn't she? How tall is Sarah Michelle Gellar? Sarah Michelle Gellar, I love you so much. I'd love to give you a step stool so that you can wipe down that little crevice over there for me. That would be really great. Thank you. And I'll make me dinner. That would be great. I'll be like Samuel L. Jackson in Black Snake Road. You know, and he's got that look on his face. Oh, terrible. Canceled. Totally canceled. All right. Captain America, number 5 and number 6. We got Rick Remender and John Romita on Captain America. Pretty interesting series, by the way, Cosmic Cap. Always had a desire to go back and read this, possibly. $4 on this. Not right now, because I got so much stuff to read, but, one of these days. And it'll probably be someday soon. Marvel Tales, featuring Spider-Man and Professor X. $2.44 and $2.49. Spider-Man and Namor. $4 on the Marvel Tales. She's a black belt in kickboxing. Sarah Michelle Gellar, I love you so much. Please come over to my house with your kickboxing black belt and kick my neighbor's ass for me because he's picking on me. Protect me so that I can love you. Yeah? What do you guys think? She's never going to call me. Lynch Mob number 2 is going to go for $2. Okay, next up, I got some Barry Windsor Smith Weapon X books here. I had issue 82 that was like a FOMO book a couple weeks ago. I wonder if I still have it. As a matter of fact, it is. So this is issue 73, and I believe it goes all the way up to issue 85 or 86. But I have issue 83, and 84. These are going to go for just $2 a pop, so that's 4. And I'll throw 73 in there. Wow, I had it at $10. How about I do everything for $7? $7 for issues 73, 83, and 84. Sarah Michelle Gellar, I'm surrounded by vampires and I'm really hungry right now. I need you to come over and make me lunch. How does that sound, Chris Nash? If you do this for me, I promise you, I will be really appreciative. And I will show my appreciation by giving you more things to do around my house. No? Not working? Guys, I'm trying to compromise here, all right? It's not easy to compromise. What do you guys expect me to do? I'm not going to do what you guys think I'm going to do and just flip out, okay? It's not going to happen here. You think Sarah Michelle Gellar is a girl you bring home to mom? Mom, she's got great health insurance. She makes me the most delicious sandwiches. I have Deathlock number 1. But my mom's not going to like her because she's not Jewish. But she's not Jewish! Number 2. She's a shiksa! Number 3. Number 4. And number 5 of Deathlock. Ongoing series. Deathlock 1 through 5. $10 on this. Starting with issue 1. Perfect jump on point. Who worked on this? Mean Machine Monthly. Dwayne McDuffie and Gregory Wright were the writers. Dennis Cowan is the artist. This is pretty cool. You have to throw in the sandwich. I wouldn't even call it a sandwich anymore. I'm going to just start calling it a sandwich. Power Man and Iron Fist 61 is $2. Spidey 159 and 174. Those are $2 a pop. $4 reduce on those. Wolverine and the X-Men 7. Number 9. And number 24. Hands off, Storm, you inappropriate guy, you. This is $6 on Wolverine and the X-Men. You man of inappropriateness. Conan the Barbarian, 145. 153. Jack, I'm free. Look, it's like he's like Jack or Rose from Titanic. Number 165. Number 179. Get all these Conans for $8. $8 for these Conans. Fantastic Four 531 is $2. X-Men Rarities. This looks like a trade. Collected for the first time, the rare tales featuring the Uncanny X-Men Generation X, Mystique, Iceman, plus Marvel's earliest mutant story ever told. Relive all the excitement and drama in this anthology that can only be called an X-Men rarity. $2. $2 for an X-Men rarity? I could just see the creators of this like wanting to slap me. Even the guy who like wrote the back of that book, and I'm like, what? You know, it's got to move. It's got to go. Red Sonja number 9 is $2. Conan the Barbarian Red Nails. I think the one thing Conan has failed to do on this cover here is spread his legs as far apart as he possibly can. Not doing it enough here. $2 on that. That is FOMO worthy, by the way. That's in pretty decent shape. Conan Classic by Roy Thomas and Barry Windsor Smith. If that doesn't sell, it's becoming a FOMO book. I'll tell you that. Not selling it at 2. Four. There's 4. Well, for getting technical, Chris Nash, technically they all have low cover prices. Hey, Red Sanja. Red Sanja. It's off to Lorena. Charlie Murray. The first stack. There was 10 of them. Or 9 of them. 9 and 15. It would be 18. I'm going to take 3 off. So 15. And then there's the Conan versus the Ruin. So that would be 6. So 15 and 6, that's 21. Plus 8, 29, 30, 31. Tell you what, Chris Nash. All the Conan books on here have an estimated value of $31. If I were to do it at 25 total for all of the Conan books, would you be interested in taking all of them off my hands? At 25. Okay, so you're looking for the earliest ones. Okay, so if you were to do all those, that would be the Conan 145. Are you looking for lower than what I have here? The lowest one I have here is 145. Sorry! Just kidding. I'm sorry I don't have flash books for you. I'm going to go out tomorrow and I'm going to restock by buying a whole bunch of flash books just for you. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. All right. I have Green Lantern Corps number 28. You know I'm kidding, of course. Number 44. Number 45. Number 46. Number 47. Jump ahead to number 52. 53. 58. 59. So you're looking at the cost on the cover of the books. Those are 60 centers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 Green Lantern Corps books here. I'm gonna go for 15 as opposed to $18. I'm gonna take $3 off for all those Green Lanterns. Yeah. I have Scarlet Spider number 4 and number 5. That's going to go for $4. The Mighty Thor number 16 is $2. Punisher number 4 is $2. Armor Wars number 3 is $2. How many from both stacks are $1 cover prices or less? All of these are less than $1. These right here are all of over $1. The Conan the Adventurer books are over $1 because those came out in the 90s. That was when comics went up in price to $1.25 a book. So from that older stack, all of them are under $1. Except for the Red Nails one, which I think is a one shot. That one's priced at $2.50. All right, I have Batman Detective Comics 798, 800, 802, 803, 825, and the number 1 annual. Chris, I see your claim. I got you. So that's 2, 4, 6, all 6 issues of Detective Comics, $12. When were you born, Tori? What year? Green, yeah, they're never cheap for very long. All right, Green Lantern Annual number 1 and number 2. That's going to go for $4. So you just claimed 5 Conan books. So you have 5 Conan books in your stack now. So you have the Red Nails, you have 145, 153, 165, and number 179. That's what you have in your stack. This stack over here, the Adventurer books, that's 9 in that stack. And then the Conan versus the Rune was, there was 3 issues in there. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, Amazing Spider-Man number 18 is $2. That's from Dan Slott's run. Scott Snyder, Jordy Burnett, American Vampire number 19, number 20, and number 21, and number 22. This is going to go for $8. Cyberforce number 4 is $2. The Nam number 30 is $2. Gold Goblin number 1, number 2. It's got a variant cover here. Pretty cool variant cover. And then number 4. Another variant cover here. I'm not sure who did it though. Necrosha the Gathering. It's a one-shot going for $2. Power Rangers number 44, $2 on this. Uncanny X-Force 18 is $2. February is going to be an exciting month for us, guys, because I'm going to be doing a booting crossover. First time ever in the history of Kickin' It. It'll be Spawn versus Bootman. It was something that was 30 seconds in the making. So we're going to do it. It's going to be the battle of a lifetime, and you guys get to decide who the winner is. It's going to be fun. I might try and put together a little trailer for it on Friday. It's going to be a burning good time. I'm still trying to come up with the plot for the story. And with the story for Bootman as well. Got you, Chris. I will do that for you, brother. Aquaman number 14, number 15. That's going to go for $4. What if I just start doing it all the time now? Hey, Chris, these are not under $1, just so you know. Like for every single one, I just call out Chris every single time. That would be so mean. And annoying. More than anything. All right, Marvel Zombies, number 2. This is part of a Secret Wars tie-in. This is going to go for $2. Dude, that's awesome that you love old comics. I love that you love old comics. I'm going to try and find as many of them for you as I possibly can. You are awesome. I love you being here, Chris Nash. You're my kind of people, my friend. All right, Deathlock. Off to. Don't apologize for anything. The one thing I'm going to tell you guys right now, your curiosity for comics is what keeps this industry alive. Last week we had quite a bit of shocking news with Diamond and everything like that, and the Neil Gaiman thing. It's your curiosity for the stories that are being told that keeps things moving. It's what gets me to go into comic shops. It's what gets me to go pick up a whole bunch of stuff from them. It's what keeps their shops alive. It's what keeps me in the business. And it's also what helps me figure out what kinds of stories I want to be telling. So always be curious. And as you guys know, because I've shared this very openly with you guys. Your tastes have an impact on me. Lorena, I'm going to tell you right now, you have turned me into a huge Superman fan. I am now going back and getting all of the die cut covers. And it wasn't just you alone. It was also Superman and Lois that kind of helped push things a little bit. But, you being such a big Superman fan has made me a lot more interested in the character and in the comics. It's definitely what got me to start jumping on at the all-in point and going back and picking up all the 90s stuff. And the death of Superman, I mean, that was straight up Lorena. That had Lorena all over it. And once, Lorena came in here and, started touting Superman, and, I became a much bigger fan. Thor, I have a little bit more of a hard time with that character because I really kind of don't know where to start with the Thor series. I was thinking about reading Donny Cates's run because I've heard good things about it. But, again, it's just a lot of collecting, and there's so many other things for me to collect. So, but when you guys buy these books, keep in mind that you guys are also piquing my interest too. And I am reading these books not only because you guys are buying them, but because I want to have a knowledge base. The more of a encyclopedia I can be for you guys, the better. So even if you guys have read some of these books, there will be other books that you haven't read that I have that I can help you guys, take an interest in. Well, hey, Lorena, this isn't a real big pissing contest here, okay? So I got you into the Ultimates. What do you want, a medal for it? Oh, boy. Hey, look. There is some of the best stuff that's done in comics, I kid you not, is Flash. I mean, I make the joke that no one likes Flash books here, but seriously, Jeff Johns' Flash run made me the biggest Flash fan. And there was a point when I had the entire run. I actually went out of my way to find every single book because those Brian Bolland covers were killer. And I love this stuff that he was doing with the Rogues. The Rogues were, they were so menacing. I mean, they looked almost comical, but the way Bolland brought them to life on those covers was just like, holy crap. But the introduction of Murmur, if you guys ever read Flash Iron Heights, that was a great freaking one-shot by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Schreiber. I love that storyline. That was great. Murmur is awesome. All right, I have Excalibur 6969, bro! Got a little too excited about that. Hey, Sarah Michelle Gellar, I found issue 69 of, Excalibur. Quiet on set. All right. Quasar number 31. This could go for $2. Punisher War Journal number 4, $2 on this. Silver Surfer number 51, number 60. Number 61 and number 64. This is going to go for $8. $8 on that. Yeah, the Ultimate stuff is really good, though. I love all of it. And especially, so the interesting thing about the Ultimate stuff, Lorena, is that was actually my re-entry point into comics in the early 2000s when I discovered that Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley, actually it was Mark Bagley, hearing that he came back to Spider-Man, that was what got me to start picking up Ultimate Spider-Man. And then Ultimate X-Men came out, and I would never read an X-Men book, or I was never a real big ongoing X-Men reader before. But as soon as I started reading that series, I was like, this is great. First 12 issues of Ultimate X-Men is pure gold. And then Ultimates was amazing. Those first 24 issues were great. Those first 2 series, phenomenal. Some of the best Ultimates work ever. And that's what inspired the Avengers movie, 100%. A lot of the stuff that was done there, ushered in just so much great talent and so much good storytelling in the early 2000s. That was the time. But what's really interesting now is to see how Jonathan Hickman has evolved that universe. Not only did he bring it back, but he evolved it. And it's such a harkening back, like, you know, especially with Ultimate Spider-Man, you know, it's like when they first initially brought that idea, it's like, what if Spider-Man, you know, became Spider-Man today? Well, how about we switch it up? What if Spider-Man never became Spider-Man and he grew up and had a family and his Aunt May died, but his Uncle Ben was still alive? That really elevated everything. And I don't feel like we get enough of that book. And just like there is not enough Ultimate Spider-Man out there. It is such a good book. This week's issue is awesome. Really good stuff. Okay, Uncanny X-Force and the Vader. I had a feeling you'd want this. Malibu Sun, number 26, $2 on this. And where I put the Silver Surfers up here. All right, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to give you another minute or two. And then I'm going to take all these books down, and then we're going to do our FOMO books for today. We've got some really cool FOMO books coming your way. So this is your last chance. Anything? I'm not going to go over these books again. I will show them again on Friday's show, likely, like a second time, so that anybody who didn't have a chance to claim them today can grab them then. If anybody has any questions about or make any claims, this is your final opportunity. Anything you want to see up on this board, let me know. And if you're watching after hours, this is the board right now, and likely not much of the stuff has been claimed. You can reach out to me at any point, and I will set aside any of these books if you're interested. Yes, I do have some trades left over. I will show them to you right now. I have All New Ghost Rider going for $5. Superior Iron Man Volume 2, $5 on this. Fear Itself, Youth in Revolt, that's going to go for $5. And then I have X-Men Secret Invasion, that's going to go for $5 too. If you're interested in any of those, Lorena, this would be the time to claim. In the meantime, I'm going to take all this stuff down. You guys did pretty good on the new stuff today. So tomorrow I'm going to be on the hunt for more FOMO books and other books to have for future shows. So I will be doing that, and I'll also be doing a restock tomorrow as well. The restock is going to be based on stuff that's in the warehouse. So I'll have some stuff for that. Okay. So we're doing the X-Men, Fear, and Fear. We're doing both X-Men and Fear Itself. Got it. Well, the last two that I have here, I'm shocked that I have them, but alas, I do. Superior Iron Man Volume 2. This is really good stuff. Tom Taylor on Iron Man and all new Ghost Rider. Both going for $5. Does anyone want these? That is it for my $5 trades for right now. Trying to see if there was somebody who was selling trades around here that I could buy from, but I'm not really seeing anything out there. Let me check real quick. There's a huge collection of graphic novels for $2,200. That's a little expensive. Looking for something cheaper. There's a guy who's selling a bunch of DCs, but there's a lot of Sandman in there. I don't know if now's the time to be selling Sandman books. What do you guys think? Are you interested in some Sandman graphic novels? Yeah, everything else is so far away. For now. I might try OfferUp, see if I can find something on OfferUp. I'd like to do a $5 trade show for Friday if I can get some. That would be really cool. Like just get a huge lot of graphic novels. Yeah. I mean, hey, $2,200 worth of graphic novels. That's a lot of books here, but I just, I don't have the money for it right now. It'd take me a long time to recuperate that. If I could double it up really fast, that would be really cool though, huh? You guys would have your fair share of reading to do. No, nothing right now. But I always keep my eyes open for any deals I can find on the $5 trade. I know you guys like those. I mean, I can always get $5 trades from North Shore Comics. Like Pete's got a great collection of those, but then I have to mark up to like $10. So it makes it worth my while. All right, it is officially FOMO time, and I am working on a new FOMO video. Tori, you're gonna have to be patient with me. I want to find a good replacement for the current one. Yeah, it sucks. Actually, I will say that I read the Calliope issue of Sandman, which kind of telegraphs everything that ended up happening with him, and it is a very well written comic, no doubt. Neil Gaiman is an incredible writer. He's just a really big piece of crap. So, all right. And all that being said, we're going to hear the FOMO video. I'm working on a replacement. Tori, just grin and bear it.
It's FOMO time! What is that? Some kind of innuendo? Oh, is that what it means? I suck ass and I'm a small winner. Can't buy comics of Onrie.
Okay, so FOMO books for today. I have Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 104. This is going to go for $5. Howard the Duck, number 6, is going to go for $5. Crypt of Shadows, number 7, is going to go for $5. Action Comics, $357, $5 on this. World's Finest, $255, $5 on this. This is the big one, guys. Daredevil, $231, $5 on this. This is part of the Born Again series. Frank Miller, this is one of my favorite Daredevil stories of all time. Fantastic Four, number 192 is $5. And then I have Amazing Spider-Man, number 260. This one's going to go for $10. Howard the Duck gets claimed by Chris Nash. You guys just can't get enough of Howard the Duck, can you? And Chris, I love that you're an old comics fan. That's awesome. I wish I could actually have more old comics in my collection. Captain America 409, that's going to go for $2. Adventure Comics 471 is $2. Catwoman, number 5 and number 6. All right, you get them both for $4. Return of the New Gods. First special issue. Looks like a good jump on point. That's going to go for $2. They do have staying power, but it's not just that. You know, Roberto and I were talking about this. So Roberto kind of founded his collectibles business on the idea of like preserving comics preservation. You know, it's like preserving a piece of history. And that's exactly what comics are, you know. And that's why I think they're so important. I'll give you guys an example. All right, just so you guys know, I am not a political person at all. So the whole point of me showing this book right now is not for political purposes at all. But let's just call a spade a spade. This is a piece of history right here. That's just what it is. So whether you're a fan of Barack Obama or not, this is a comic about him from the perspective of the creators that put this comic together. There are a lot of people who really admired him. This was their idea of who he was. Doesn't necessarily mean that their idea has to align with your idea. You know, that's not the purpose of it. But the point is it's preservation of history. And even though it does contain superheroes and everything, there's a reason why these comics are so relatable and why so many people connect with it is because these characters are going through things that we can understand as people. So just, you know, putting that out there. This Barack Obama book, by the way, is $5. I can't say spade. What can I say? Can I say, what am I supposed to say? Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a David spade. Let's call David a spade here. I'm going to see what that is. Oh, okay, it's without avoiding. Oh boy, yeah, Lewis, you were right about that. I probably should have said the spade a spade. I kind of screwed that up there. Oh boy. Yeah. Canceled. Oh boy. Sorry. If I offended anyone, I didn't mean to. I meant it in a different way. Like I said, I'm not political. I hate all politicians equally. Batman and the Outsiders, number 11 and number 24. And don't even get me started on insurance companies. I feel like the entire insurance industry has Neil Gaiman to all of us. And no one's going to argue with me on that. All right. Batman and the Outsiders, going to go for $4. Whoa. Whoa. You like me as much as Neil. Dr. Fate, number 32, $2. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, 256 is $2. The Thanos Quest, book 2, is going to go for $2. No one picked this up last week. I don't get how nobody gets this. Jim Starlin and Ron Lim doing Thanos. This is going to go for $2. Superman Presents the Krypton Chronicles, number 3. That's going to go for $2. Treasure Chest, volume 19, number 11, $2 on this. Strange Tales featuring Cloak and Dagger. We have issue 1 and issue 2. It's going to go for $4. Yeah, check it out. I got a little story here for you guys. You know, it just kind of came to me right now. All of the insurance is a scam. All the tax is a theft. And then you hear like the little gavel going, "Order of the court! Order of the court! I object, Your Honor." Even though this is like a race, like a political race. I don't know, it's just, you know, it's a little story in my head. I object, Your Honor. Well, the guy does have a gavel here, so I mean, come on. If someone gets me a gavel for my birthday, I will be so happy, and I can just do it here. Ah, court! And I just start hitting the DJ siren. Feel. Stumpy Smith, number 5. That's $2. I would not make it as a lawyer. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face ever. I'd be like, Your Honor, this is a bunch of bullshit. And I would bring that with me every single time too. The honor would be like hitting like the judge would be hitting the gavel and I'd be like, just like over them, like hitting it constantly. They would get like crazy. And every time the cops would be like, "Get your hands off me! Get your hands off me! I am a free man!" Just coming to court like that. I can't wait for them to summon me for jury duty again. They've actually tried like multiple times. And every single time it happens when I'm leaving town for a convention. I'm like, I can't physically be here for that day and I've got money I need to make. Sorry about jury duty. You don't want me on your jury anyway. I am the worst person. I'll be like Homer Simpson when he was on that on trial. You guys remember that? Hang on a second. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there you go. You guys remember that? Hang on. All right, hang on. You guys remember that? That would be me in a jury room. I'd have my glasses and I'd just pretend to be sleeping. All right, but we actually have a serious inquiry here. Is that Superboy old? Is the Superboy old? Yes, it's a 40 center. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, number 256. When we say old, how old are you looking for here? Are you looking for like, let's see what year it was published. 1979. That old enough for you? I object, Your Honor. Like, huh? What? All right. We're back. I'm done screwing around. Thanos number 5, $2. All right, Chris is taking super. Animal Man number 2, number 3, and number 5. That's gonna go for $6. $6 on this. Daredevil 256, $2. Doctor Strange, The Punisher, Magic Bullets, number 1 and number 4. It's gonna go for $4. I wonder how many issues Jason Aaron's Doctor Strange ran. Because I think they went back to legacy numbering at some point. Wow. He ran it for 2 years. I love Jason Aaron. He's a great rider. But I have no idea how many issues there are. Doctor Strange Punisher. Yeah, there was like this one point where Doctor Strange like has to help the Kingpin or something. And Jason Aaron's run, I remember coming across those covers. And I'm like curious to go back and check those out. Okay. I have the Mighty Thor 289, 340, 348, 349, 351, 352. That is going to go for $12 for the store run. $12. Yeah, the duo does sound like an interesting story. An unlikely duo. The Doctor Strange, like, would you really consider him like a superhero, or is he more of like a protector of reality? I mean, I don't know. Is that considered superhero-ish? What do you guys think? Jango Fett, number 2, $2. Harley Quinn and the Legion of Bats, number 3 and number 4. That's going to go for $4. You know what we missed last week? We didn't get a Creature Commandos episode. All New Hyperkind Unleashed, number 1 is $2. Okay, the Thors are off to Lorena. Those Thors are badass. 2, 4, 6. Awesome. Guys, I have to tell you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, how much I appreciate you guys shopping with me. Like I said, you guys are all I have right now for the next month. Like between now and the end of February. If I get into MegaCon, that will provide me a really, really great buffer. But I just have so many expenses right now that are just piling up. So these shows are so important for me because of that. So I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you guys being here and shopping with me today. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for being here. I love all you guys, and I'm sorry for all my inappropriate humor. Oh, it's done? How's it done? It's not done. It wasn't finished. Did it finish? No, it was still going. Because they did a... Hold on. There's no way it could be done. Wow. Well, that was kind of abrupt. It was an abrupt ending. It did not feel like conclusive at all. Chris, on it. I will do it. If I come across anything, I will let you know. Miss Fury, number 5 is $2. Okay. I have some Batman books that are under $1, but they're in the 75-cent mark. So 410 and 413. Those are going to go for $4. I have Superman number 62 going for $2. Batman Dark Detective: The Last Laugh. That's going to go for $2. The Adventures of the Screamer Brothers number 3 is $2. Superman 310. That's a 30-center. That's going to go for $2. And I have Superman 314. That's a 35-center. $2 on that. Superman Birthright number 12 is $2. The Shadow Strikes number 27 is $2. Superman Batman World's Finest number 30 and number 32. These were written by Paul Levitz. $4. Daredevil 299, $2 on this. Doomsday Year 1, number 1, going for $2. Old Soups. Yes, sir. That's a cool one. It's got Metallo on the cover. It's pretty badass. All right. I have Archie's Christmas Stocking number 2, number 617, and number 630. Those are going to go for $6. Those are $2 books, just so you know. $2 and $1 books. Robin number 35 is $2. Blood is the Harvest number 4 is $2. The Incredible Hulk 13 is $2. And number 14 is $2. This is part of Jason Aaron's run. $4 on those. I never read Jason Aaron's Jason Aaron's. He actually, I think he did do Thor. He created Gore the God Butcher, but I never read his Hulk. Has anybody read his Hulk? Shadow Man number 0, $2 on this. Superman 46, $2 on this. Okay, World's Finest. Lorena, how you doing, by the way? I remember you had the flu like a week ago or last week or something. Are you recovered? How you doing? Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man 181 is $2. Action Comics Weekly 620 is $2. Nancy and Sluggo Summer Camp. We got a 25 center here going for $2. Secret Defenders number 1 is $2. World's Finest number 307. I wonder who wrote this one. David Anthony Kraft gave the idea, but the script was written by Charles Lawrence. World's Finest 307. $2. I know that Dak worked on a lot of World's Finest, but I didn't see the issues that he actually did. This is a 75 center. I have Superman number 238. This one's a 15 center, but it's got a torn cover. That's going to go for $2. Swamp Thing 121, $2 on this. Sad Sack and the Sarge number 90. That's a 15 center. The Shadow number 19, $2. Dennis the Menace, 35 center. Put those up. Give you guys a second to call in your claims. All right, I'm going to take our FOMO books down. Okay. Superman 238 and Dennis. Okay. The remaining FOMO books. Basic Spider-Man 260 is going to go for 10. Fantastic Four 192 is 5. Daredevil 231. How is this still here? It's $5. Lois Lane 104. This is a 25 center. That's going to go for $5. Crypt of Shadows number 7, $5. That's a 20 center. And then just because I pulled it out, I have the Barack Obama book here going for $5. Even though technically the Barack Obama book is not a FOMO book today. Planetary number 16, number 17, number 23, and number 24. That's going to go for $8. $8. Go-Go Power Rangers 11 is $2. Yeah, she did. She got the torn cover soup. John Woo's Seven Brothers, number 1, number 2, and number 4, and number 5. That's going to go for $8 for all of them. 8 on all these. Edith Hawes's Nightmare Blog, number 3, number 4, number 5. That's going to go for $6 on these. So for those of you guys who know, I'm also a big video game guy too, or I would say a moderate video game guy. Like definitely my kids are bigger video gamers than I am now. I've become less of a gamer as time with old age. I mean, I still am a gamer. I like the main games, but I've been playing the Dead Space remake. So I want to say I'm probably about 30 or 40% done with it. But one thing I picked up the other day that I'm really excited about is Max Payne 3. I got it again on the Xbox 360, so I'm going to go back and replay that after I'm done with Dead Space. I think when there are times where things are slow, that's the time to go back and revisit old stuff. And I also had a dream the other day. Oh, man, this dream was awesome. I was somewhere, and I had received a package in the mail, and I opened it up, and inside was a foil special edition version of the Warline video game on PS5. And it was really cool. Like in my dream, it kind of played like Sifu a little bit. But I wouldn't want it to be like Sifu. I would want it to be more a side-scroller beat 'em up, I think. I don't know. I mean, it could be like Sifu, but I certainly don't know if I want the challenge level to be the same as Sifu. I want a game that people can play and get a story out of, you know, like I want to keep it kind of simple on that front. Honestly, my vision for a Warline video game would be very much what Streets of Rage 4 was. If you guys played Streets of Rage 4, like the same type of graphics and everything. I want to do something lower budget, but that can have a bigger impact. You know, I think when you have like your sights set too high, it's kind of hard to, you know, meet the budget and the expectations. Like, would it be cool to make like a open world Warline game where you get to like explore stuff? Sure. But, you know, I think that, you know, where I am, it's like, I want to have, you know, I want to make a bigger impact with, you know, with I don't want to say a smaller idea, but a simpler idea. It's kind of like what they did with, if you guys saw Pearl or X or Maxine, all those movies had like $1 million budgets, but then when they came out, they made like over $80 million because they kept the premise simple. They kept everything, the budgets low, made it cheaper, but made a bigger impact. So I would really like to see something like that with Warline. I am going to work on it. I promise you guys. Yeah, I think Dead Space is definitely one of them. You know, Dead Space would make a killer comic. I mean, the lore in that game is phenomenal. I really, really love Dead Space. I would love to see a sequel to Dead Space be made, but, you know, they posted the other day that Dead Space 4 is not going to go into production. Like, they're just not going to do anything with it. And that sucks. You know, like, at first I was kind of, like, angry about it, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? They released 3 games. The second and third one, I don't know how well they did for the companies. You know, like they put these games out, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they were successful. So after they put out the third one, about 10 years went by and they decided to remake the first one. And I think they were kind of looking at the sales numbers for the first remake and being like, okay, if the remake does this, then we'll greenlight a sequel. And it probably didn't give them the numbers that they wanted. Therefore, we didn't get a Dead Space sequel, which sucks. Because, man, what I love with Dead Space sequel. But hey, at least we have a remake of the first one, and it looks gorgeous on the PS5. I got to tell you. Looks absolutely great. Yeah, I would too, man. I think they did make Resident Evil comics. There is a Resident Evil comic. It's actually really expensive too. It's like a pricey book. Man or Black #2, $2, and then they made a God of War book that's also really expensive. Thunderbolts #7, $2. Sleeping Beauties #9, cover A, $2. Black Hammer Reborn #8 and #9 and #10. This is going to go for $6. Okay, we have another double rack here. You guys, once again, have another opportunity to make any claims on anything that you see up here on the board. After this, I'm going to take everything down. And I think on Friday's show, I'll be back on Friday at the same time, by the way. So 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a complete restock. So I'll have new stuff. Not sure what's going to be in there yet, but I'm going to work on some variety for you guys. We're going to make Friday's show a poppin' one. Yeah, they actually did do a Metal Gear Solid series. They had Ashley Wood do the interior artwork, which I think is pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool if they did, man. I'll tell you that. I can't believe Creature Commandos was only 7 episodes. I'm still shocked about that. When is season 2 coming out? It has to be like a back end to the season. Phase 2, Chapter 2. Well, I guess so. All right, I'm going to take down these books here. I think I will do a recirculation, so probably you guys aren't going to see these books on Friday. I'm going to put all this stuff away and come up with some new stuff for you guys so that we're not recycling the same stuff. I'm wondering, too, if you guys who are watching this afternoon show, if you're going to be the same crew who's here on Friday. On Friday, we have some cool modern FOMO books. If you guys get my newsletters, I send them out at the beginning of every week. Lately, I've been sending them out on Tuesdays, but let me know if you're on the newsletter, or if you want to be on the newsletter, I can add you. If you haven't been getting them, let me know. But the newsletters are cool because they give you, they let you know when I'll be on the air, and when to expect me, and all that other great stuff. All that other corporate jargon. All right, so we got some time left here. We're going to build another double rack. It'll be our final double rack of the show. Got some cool stuff here. Stuff that I was showcasing yesterday. Huh. I'm not following that at all, Lewis. I have no idea. So what do you mean it's not part of God and Monsters? Is it not connecting to that world or something? I don't know what face. When is it coming out even? Adventures of Superman 557 is $2. Action Comics 588. We got Superman, Hawkman, and Hawkgirl. $2. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes. So it's number 1. It's gonna go for $2. Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and Punisher. Hearts of Darkness, $2 on this. John Romita Jr. on that. Spider-Man, House of M. We got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. We're only missing issue 5, but I have the first 4 of 5 going for $8. Almost got your full run right there. Mark Waid wrote that. That's interesting. And it looks like it's a different alternative world version of Spider-Man. War is Hell, number 1, $2. Air Raiders, number 1 is $2. Sectors, Warriors of Symbion, $2. Ruby, Justice League, number 1 is $2. Legion of Superheroes 278 is $2. Legion number 284, 285, and 294. That whole set is going to go for $8. The Legion number 278 is a 50 center, 60 center, 60 center, and $1, but this one's a bigger book. So $8 on the Legion of Superheroes. Sectors is a 75 center. Gun Phase 1 is called God and Monsters. I don't believe Season 2 is part of that. Then again, I am not Gun. Okay, I got you. I understand now. Thank you for explaining that. Now it makes sense. Marvel Comics Presents 91 is $2. 156 is $2. Ghost Rider number 25, milestone issue, 27, and number 30. $6. Thor number 14 is $2. Morbius number 13 is $2. New Teen Titans number 40 and number 45, that is $4. Simplify number 4 is $2. Prime, number 1, number 2, and number 3. It's going to go for $6. $6 on those. Azrael, number 40 is $2. 8 Billion Genies, number 7, $2. Bloodline Daughter of Blade, number 3 is $2. Brightest Day, number 17, and number 18, that is $4, and number 21, that would be $6 for all of them. 0 Hour, number 3 is $2. X-Men Red, number 3, and number 4 is $4. Grendel, number 0, Behold the Devil, $2. X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday, number 2 is $2. War Crimes, number 1 is $2. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 24 is $2. This is a good deal on that book. Supergirl number 4, $2. Genies. Off to Marina. Supreme, number 7, number 8, and number 9, and number 10. That is going to go for $8. Robotech Defenders, number 1 is $2. The Incredible Hulks, number 626, and 627, and 629 is $6. Robin Hood Hellfire, $2. Star Wars Rebellion number 5 is 2. The Mighty Captain Marvel number 3 is 2. Hit Girl, Say My Name number 4, that's a variant, $2. Superman Man of Steel number 47 and number 52, that's 4. X-Men number 12 is 2. Spider-Man number 5, we got a variant here going for 2. Secret Invasion, The Mighty Adventures number 18 and number 19, that's 4. Warlock and the Infinity Watch number 28, number 30, that is 4. Shadow of the Bat, number 6, number 7, number 8. That's going to go for $6. Powers, number 11 is $2. And then I have Powers Bureau, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's going to go for $10 for all of them, all the Powers. Firstborn, number 2 is $2. Captain America number 27, number 30, number 31. That's going to go for $6 on that. The Unbelievable Teens number 1 is $2. Invincible Iron Man number 12 is $2. Orphan and the Five Beasts number 4 is $2. Radical Dreamer number 1 is $2. Zorro number 0 is $2. I'm going to go through the rest of the stack here. I have Brigade number 2, Silver Coin number 8, Silver Coin number 9. That's going to go for 4 for the silver coins. Green Arrow number 8 is 2. Firepower 26 is 2. Warlock number 9 is 2. Okay, I'm going to go over the lower rack one more time. Since we're at that final moment of our show here. Okay, Marina calls Green Arrow. Gotcha. Okay, let's not forget our FOMO books. We have 5 FOMO books left. I have Amazing Spider-Man 260 going for 10. Fantastic Four 192 is 5. Daredevil 231 is 5. Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane 104 is 5. Crypt of Shadows number 7 is 5. And then I have The Road to the White House, Barack Obama number 1 going for 5. Those are the remaining FOMO books that we have here. All right. Thing that sucks about this cold weather is it makes my skin itch really bad. It sucks. All right, I have King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, number 1. I actually vaguely remember this show. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. I'm going to do these for $9. So that's $3 a book. $9 for the King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Flex Mentallo, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to go for $75 or best offer on this. Defenders, number 58, number 59, and number 60. All fine, very fine on these. This is going to go for $20 for that set. Now for the lower rack, I have Spider-Man number 26 going for 10. RoboCop number 9 going for 5. Strange number 1 going for 5. Ultimates number 4 variant cover going to go for 8. Okay, King Arthur's gone to Lewis. Awesome. Fantastic. Star Wars 82 is 5. Spider-Woman number 9 is 5. Amazon number 1 is 3. Back to the Future number 1, subcover A. It's going to go for 5. America number 2 is 5. Absolute Power number 1 is 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 65 is 5. Supergirl number 1 is 5. Amazing Spider-Man number 50, Legacy number 944 is 5, and Spawn number 3 is 5. I'm still waiting for someone to claim these early Spawn books. I've got really good deals on those. Shocked no one wants any of it. I'm shocked and appalled. I was a Peter, but now I'm a Paul. Ah! Okay. If you guys have any requests for Friday, by the way, please let me know. I will be on the hunt tomorrow as I do my restocking to get ready for Friday's show. I want to give myself a little bit of a buffer just so I can make Friday's show as exciting for you guys as possible. Wouldn't want you guys to be bored out of your minds hanging out with me for 2 hours. So I want to make these shows count. I want to make it worth your time and everything. So if you guys have any questions or desires for shows next week, please let me know. Or this Friday, let me know. Something you want to see, anything. Give me just a second. I'll be right with you guys. Six. All right. Do you have any claims here from anyone? You need a lot of them, just not the ones I have. Well, let me know which ones you're looking for, and I'll be on the hunt for them. I think I have some too. All right. So we're coming close to the end of the show here. I'm going to give you guys a chance to make any other additional claims on anything you see on the board here. You guys got a couple minutes left. Once again, I will be back on the air on Friday. We're going to close out the week together on Friday, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys. Friday afternoon at 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Mark it down on your calendars. I'm going to try and do a complete restock for you guys. We will do a complete restock, but yeah, that's what I'll be working on between now and our next show, so that things are exciting for you guys. Like I said, an exciting show means exciting excitement for all of you excited people. Excitement, excitement, excitement. You don't want to not be excited when you come out here. All right. Let's see. If I have any last minute requests, this is the time to make them. All right. Cool. I'll see what I can do for you. All right, it is time to spin the wheel of skid bark. You guys ready for this?
It's time to spin the wheel of skid ball.
All right, so for today, I have a spin for 21. Chris, you're at 21. Lewis is at 10. Joe Hardy's at 10. Lorena, you get a spin. Lorena gets to spin today. Lorena gets a free Marvel book. I'm going to hook you up with X-Men Days of the Future Past Doomsday #2. And guys, I want to thank all of you for shopping with me this afternoon. This was a great show, great outing. Another good time with you guys. I will be back on Friday, like I mentioned, and I am looking forward to spending time with you guys. I will be out there hunting new books for you guys, new everything for you. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or requests that you guys have. I'll see what I can find for you. I'm always going to be on the hunt. You guys are awesome, and I will see you on Friday. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.